Yeah, I do. All right, looks like we're on the air again. First time was a false alarm. This is second test, but we're good to go. Everything's looking great this time around, Eric. No, looks like no internet issues whatsoever. So um, should be should be smooth sailing. Shows RPGrinders. This is Frank on with Eric RPG. We're waiting for Breakman to get here. Um, we should have a heck of a show for you on tap today. Um, I'm a little under the weather, but I think we can get through it. Nat Zelly and Alto are lurking. Y'all are lurking. I love it. We're waiting for break to get on in, and then we'll be discussing a lot of stuff today. Lots to get to. Um, uh, some news, of course. We always do the news at the beginning of the show. Get that out of the way. I'm gonna have my Moon Knight impressions. I know we're only 4 eps in. Um, I think you did the Sonic review last week, right, Eric? I'm gonna take that out.
Yeah. Did you get to see it?
I did not, man. I was sick, man. I couldn't do anything this week. I'm just now starting to get a little bit better. But I'll talk about it. Matter of fact, like shortly after the show, probably next day, I started feeling. Whew, I'll talk about it when we get there. We're gonna have Stinkos. Obviously, you guys know one of mine already, but I'll talk a little bit about that. Um, let's see. Free for alls should be pretty interesting. Ties into one of my Stinkos today. And if we have time, we're gonna get into the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard trial. Eric, I don't know if you've been keeping up with this one, but looks like Amber Heard's a big fibber. Is basically what I get from that whole thing. With receipts, so it's not just me being a misogynistic pig. This is, there's audio recordings of her admitting that she hit him and it was abusive, and I mean it was a toxic relationship. And then I was looking at the testimony, and I mean, Johnny Depp seems solid. Like he's on solid ground. I mean the most he did was threaten to harm himself, which is a mental issue on his part, but not. It's not incriminating at all. So there's a lot going on with Amber Heard, man. I feel bad for the lady. She's way more screwed up than Johnny Depp ever was. So it's unfortunate. I hope she gets help and all that good fun stuff. Hold on 1 second, Eric. I'll be right back. I'm getting a phone call right as we speak, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So how was your week, Eric?
It was mostly okay.
Yeah. All right, we're good there. That's good, man. I had a shit week. I'll be talking about that. Holy cow, man. Super bad. um. Let's see. We're just waiting on Breakman shows RPGrinders. If you're just joining us, sorry for the little lull there. I had to take a phone call, but we have a little bit of news for you today. We have, of course, what we've been playing. Obviously, I'm gonna have some Moon Knight impressions because the series hasn't. How many episodes is Moon Knight? Do you know, Eric?
I haven't been watching.
Oh God, it's good, man. It's an excellent series, excellent little series. But be talking about that. I'm not going to spoil anything, just overall impressions. Stinkos are going to be interesting today for sure. They're going to tie into Free for All. At least my Stinko is one of my Stinkos. Sweetos should cheer us up a little bit, and then. We'll get into the free-for-all, and if we have time, we're going to talk about this Johnny Depp, Amber Heard trial, if you can call it that. I mean, honestly, Eric, I don't think anybody's going to win the trial, but if I had to put money on who should win, it would be Johnny Depp, man, based on the testimony that I heard, and I very rarely take a man's side on matters of like domestic type issues, but in this case, it's pretty warranted. There's been some wild allegations that have been flown around in that court, and it's pretty interesting. I've been kind of keeping up with it. So, let's see if Break is in chat. That's how I usually know that he's. Not yet. He should be here shortly. Yeah, we're just waiting on Breakman to get on in here. Let me make sure he didn't give me... Nope, no... let's see. Where's my... There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good to go. We're just waiting on Break to get on in here, and then we'll get started. Hope everybody's having a good start to your weekend. We will wait for Breakman. We'll wait a couple minutes for Breakman to get on in and start the show proper. Oh man, I'm kind of out of sorts, to be honest with you, Eric. Have you ever had a flu, Eric, that you kind of I don't know, are out of sorts for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me right now, man. I'm just I'm here. All right, we're waiting on Breaker 19. I don't even know what that means, but I said it because it sounds fun. And I know people say that shit all the time. So yeah, we'll just, let's see. Let's see if the chat room is there? Are we on the air, Eric? Can you check by chance? Just make sure. It looks like we're solidly on the air from my
So.
Okay, good. Then we're good to go. We're just waiting on Breakman. Hopefully he's doing okay. I did see him in the old Twitter chat, so I know he's bouncing around, so to speak. So should be fun. Okay. He might be having some PC issues. I mean, it's one thing after another with the old PC. Wyland, I see you in there, Wyland. I mean, I didn't see you type in there, but I know you're in the chat. So what is up? How you doing? How you doing? It's got to be better than me today, man. Well, this past week, anyways. I'm feeling a bit better. I started feeling a little bit better yesterday, but holy shit, was I sick. I'll get into it. We'll discuss. We shall discuss. Yeah, we'll just wait a few more minutes here for the old breaker 19. That's like such an old term. I don't even know what that means, but I know it's like a CB talk type thing. But breaker 19. What's your 20?
They had to come up with something different just to not be intercepted by military communications and be mistaken for military personnel.
Yeah. Wyland says, on my emulation PC... I thought you did that shit last week, Wyland. Jeez. Golly. Always working on that computer. People wonder why I have a Mac. Don't worry about that nonsense. Oh man, so fun.
You would if you actually wanted to emulate anything on the Mac.
No, that's true. I mean, but I'm not worried about that. I got so many games to play. I have 100 plus games. Yeah, I bet you do. Wyland. You son of a bitch. Let's have some fun today. I need it after the week I've had, man. Holy hell. We'll be talking about it. The show has not started yet. We're waiting for Break to get on in. I'm going to have a little bit of news today. I'm going to be talking a little bit about Moon Knight. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just my impressions. Then we're going to get into Stinkos. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. It's going to tie into our free-for-all. If we have enough time, we're going to talk about the Johnny Depp trial. I don't know if you guys and gals have been keeping up with it, but I have. It's interesting. Let's just put it that way, and gives you a good insight on how not to treat a guy, I guess. I don't know. That's the best way I can put it. I mean, without sounding misogynistic or...
How about just not treat someone?
Yeah, I mean, that's even better. But I think it's important that we distinguish here, Eric, because most of the time the shoe's on the other foot. You know, we're usually talking about guys that do really horrific and awful things towards women. And in this case, it's the roles are reversed. Not that it matters, because you're right. How about we just treat people in general better, you know? So, yeah, we're going to be... We may have time to... get to that, but we'll see. We're gonna delve into it. No worries, Breakman. No worries. We're waiting for you. Let's see here. Oh shit! What am I doing? Imagine me not knowing what I'm doing. All right. I'm glad to see Breakman in there. Yeah, we're waiting on Breakman as usual. All right, if you're just joining us, show's RPGrinders. We're waiting on Break to get on in here, and then we'll start the show proper. We're just doing a little pre-show banter as we normally do. Breakman will be here. He just typed in the chat there. He's waiting on Skype, so we're waiting on you. And that's it, bud. You know, someone should lock Skype up in the funny farm. I agree, Breakman. Flaming hot Mountain Dew. Why does that not sound good at all, Wyland? What the fuck? Flaming hot Mountain Dew. Why would anyone in their right
Is that
mind...
supposed to be like some kind of hangover chaser or something?
Dude, like, seriously. You know? That's a good point, man. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's like you had a night of drinking and in the morning you want to fucking knock that shit right on out.
Violet's asking why they would make it. I'm asking why would he drink it?
Yeah. Well, did you get a free sample or something, Wyland? I mean, that's the only reason. I mean, I would maybe take like a little tiny sip.
Well, sometimes it's like they claim these things, but it's not really true. It's just like cinnamon or something, or whatever. But you know, I guess curiosity at that point.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, makes sense.
It's like I guess if it burns as a burning sensation after leaving, it's hot. Doesn't necessarily mean it's like it tastes like.
Is your brother older or younger, Wyland? He says my brother got one and let me try it, and he says, "Good Lord." Younger or older, man? Talk about insta heartburn. I can feel the heartburn from here, Wyland. I bet, man. I bet you were like, oh, younger? God damn, man. You should be the one doing this to him. What's wrong with you, Wyland? You know better. You're the big bro, you know? Come on now. You know better. Oh, man.
It has to be exclusive to some place because I haven't seen it at all.
I've never seen it. He says it burns your throat. Yeah, screw that noise. I'm not down with that.
It could clear your sinuses if you have a cold, though.
What's that?
It could probably temporarily clear your sinuses, though.
Maybe. Did it clear your sinuses, Wyland? That might be, you know. But I don't think like drinks do that. I think more food does that, like chili and stuff. You know.
Maybe your throat too, though.
Yeah, that's true. I did have a little bit of a sore throat too. So we'll talk about my sickness when. And I'm definitely not down with the sickness. I'm telling you that right now. You know that song, Down with the Sickness, Eric? I'm definitely not down with the sickness.
You're down with the sickness?
Yeah, I'm down with the sickness. I'm not down for it. Oh, God, man. So bad. So bad. All right, we're just waiting on, if you're wondering why it doesn't clear anything. Yeah, see, I didn't think it would, Wyland. Like, food does, drinks don't, you know. We're waiting on Break. He's having trouble with Skype. He's got a never-ending.
Next thing we know, Break. Waylon's gonna be coming back next week and say he's gonna have a flaming hot donut or something.
Oh God, yeah. Hey, Wyland, this is your younger brother, Mini Wyland. Here's your flaming hot donut. It's like ghost pepper or some shit, you know. Here, try this, Wyland. He's like Wyland is like those Mikey commercials. Give it to Mikey. He'll try anything. You remember that, Wyland? I remember those commercials, man. All right, we'll give Break another 5 minutes here to get on in, and then we'll. I think they had flaming hot. Are you kidding me, Wyland? What the fuck, man?
Where the fuck do you live where there's all this flaming hot shit coming
Duncan? Holy shit. I know at Voodoo Donuts here they had like a chili-based donut.
No, he's right. Duncan had it for a while.
Oh, God.
I don't even think it lasted a month, though, because I don't remember it being on the menu for very long.
You should have tried it, Eric.
No, because it was cinnamon. I was like, no. I knew it was cinnamon. Just very spicy cinnamon.
I like cinnamon. I know you don't, huh? Cinnamon's one of my favorites. I really
not when it's in the excess like that.
Yeah.
I like cinnamon sugar more because At least you can cut back on the spicy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a big. I don't know. The older I get, the spicier foods is.
I don't like cinnamon like flavored candies. I like cinnamon like as an actual spice though.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think spice is one of the best, or cinnamon's one of the best tasting things on the planet, to be honest. But here we go. Let's add our good friend. I see him typing away. Boom. Let's add him. And here we go. Let's try this. Let's try getting our good buddy Breakman on the line here. I'm just fucking around here. All right, we're almost there. I can tell. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to having Breakman on the air with us. If he answers the phone.
We need a GoFundMe so we can get a laptop that will actually work.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Break, you here?
Am I?
Yes, you're here.
Sweet.
We were just
Finally.
talking shit about you. That's all.
Well, I had to reinstall Skype again.
Yeah. Well, wonderful. You should just make that your like weekly routine before you even get on. I'm just gonna
Probably, I guess so.
I mean,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. You ready to go, Break?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Let's do
guess
this.
so.
Let's do this. Let's start the show proper. And welcome everybody to RPGrinders episode 687. I am your host Frank Branches alongside my trusty cohorts Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you? I like how you have to have a grand entrance every week, Breakman. It's fantastic. Look at you, though. A little bit of an interlude there. I like that. Little trailing at the end there. You're pretty soon you're going to be able to star in Western movies, Breakman.
Play on Broadway.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows the trouble Breakman seen. Hey, Breakman, I got a question for you before we get started here. Would you ever try Flaming Hot Mountain Dew?
No, there's a lot of things I'd tried before that. And yeah, I'm going no.
Yeah.
I mean, I like hot stuff to a certain degree, but you know, at a certain point it gets too hot for me. Like I won't eat like a ghost pepper or something like that.
Yeah,
like, no.
yeah. I'm the same way.
I can barely handle like a habanero. Like,
yeah, yeah.
No.
I mean, I can handle hot food, obviously, but the older I get, Breakman, the older I'm like, you know, I'm wiser, I guess, because I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out, you know. I'm not gonna do that.
Worth the diarrhea.
Right? It's not worth it, man. Like your tummy gets all upset, you get heartburn. You know, I think I'm good, man. The reason I ask is because Wyland tried, Flaming Hot Mountain Dew, and he said, "Holy hell, does it ever burn your throat?" So, there you go.
What do you drink to wash down the? Like, what do you do at that point? Like, you can't. Like, you've just drank liquid and the liquid's on fire. Like, what else are you supposed to do at that point?
Yeah, I mean, you can't drink water because that makes it worse, you know.
Yeah, like, you just have to shove your head in the freezer and, like Eric was saying, like, ice cream, just pile ice cream in your mouth. Like, oh, baby,
yeah, heavy cream or ice cream. That's the only thing you can do, man. Or Pepto. You know, Pepto works.
Bread.
Bread, yeah, that'll work. Actually, after a while, bread breaks up and makes it worse, man. It's kind of sucks. But sugar, I guess. I mean, I don't know, man.
Just blend up the Pepto into a smoothie and drink it on down.
Exactly. All right, let's. Without further ado, let's get to the news because we got to get things rolling here. We got a packed show for y'all today.
RPG news.
All right, Eric, you're up.
Okay, Shadowrun Trilogy has been dated for consoles. It's coming for the PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and Nintendo Switch for June 21st. And it includes Shadowrun Returns, Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut, and Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition.
Yeah. I'm waiting for. I mean, Microsoft should just at this point just have a console called Microsoft Sex, because I think that's what they were trying to do with their S and X versions. They're like it's. I mean, every time I hear that, I just think of Microsoft.
Every
Sex.
time I hear that joke, I want to punch somebody in the face. It's old.
No, I'm serious, Eric. I'm not joking about this, dude. Like every time I hear Xbox S and X, it just rolls. Like I mean, they may as well just called it. I wasn't making fun. I was literally saying they should.
well, the Series X's abbreviation is Xbox SXSX, so it's SX.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. What's up, Topher? Nice to have you in there, man. But yeah, I mean, so Shadowrun, what do you think of that, Breakman?
Wait, so is the original in there? Because it didn't sound like it.
It's like, well, original.
I said one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's in there.
Plus, there's smart delivery shit. So
yeah.
All right, sure, I'd try it then.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I would
like
too.
the
I mean, the
original.
trailer looks like badass. I don't know. I mean, I'd give it a go. All
it
right.
doesn't say anything about it coming to Game Pass, but it probably will
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on this, Eric?
No.
I know, man. Eric sounded like he wanted to slap me right in my mouth, man. Holy shit, man.
Get your mind out of the gutter, man.
But no, I'm.
Yeah, I'm the one with the mind in the gutter, Frank.
That's his job.
Yeah.
How dare you guys, man? This show is all about the gutter, okay? God damn it. All right, Break. What's up, Freak 5? Nice to have you in there. All right.
Coming to us live from RPG site. The long-awaited Digimon Survival Horror finally launches on July 29th.
Wait, what? That's not what it said.
Attention. No, it's just Digimon Survive. I like Digimon Survival Horror. I think.
I know, man. That sounds that actually sounds better. I mean,
this will be out on pretty much everything. We last heard about this game back in February or March, so wow, 2 years of silence on this game, and well, whatever. There's not much on this story, but it's coming out in July.
I think the biggest problem they have with this game is deciding whether or not it should be a visual novel or a strategy RPG. And then they had trouble making both of those, and I guess they've worked all their issues out, and it's going to be a hybrid of both.
You see that in chat, Eric? See what you're inciting a riot, sir. Freak5 says, if Eric slaps Frank, I will send another $10 to his Patreon. How dare you?
To do across the internet.
Yeah. How dare you, Freak5? And how dare you entertain the idea, Eric? How dare you?
I know how I can get it done.
Oh, God. Here's this big idea here. What, make a video about it? Wrote a video about it? Want to hear? Here you go.
Send you something on a phone.
Oh, okay. If that happens, I'll let Freak5 know so he can send, Anything else on this break?
I thought he said he was going to say that he was going to do like the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they get on the plane and just fly to all the people they don't like, beat them up and shit. Anybody said something bad about them on the internet?
I need money to do that. I don't have money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he'd be in for a rude awakening if he came here. I mean, with all due respect, Eric, you came up to slap me. I mean, it ain't gonna go very well for you, man.
Yeah, Frank only likes getting slapped in the bedroom.
Well, no, I like to be the one doing the slapping. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what Bernie told me.
Stop it. You son of a bitch.
I'll just tell Bernie to slap you instead.
Did you look at her OnlyFans again? How dare you, Eric? How dare you? She would never slap me. All right. Let's move on to the next story coming to us from RPGsite.net. And it is Xenoblade Chronicles moves its release date up to July 29th ahead of its original slated September release. So there's the story there. and it comes with an art book, and it looks actually like a really attractive package, to be honest with you. But Eric said that he has a problem with this. So what's your issue with this?
Well, this is going to tie into my free-for-all that I wanted to discuss this week. I don't know if you were going to do that, because I don't know if you saw the thing I sent you.
Yeah.
But before I mention anything about that, my concern is Live a Live is coming out a week before, and Nintendo's basically sending it out to die. So that's one problem.
Okay.
And the other problem is I'm worried crunch is happening.
See,
I mean, it was probably going to happen regardless, but now they're probably in death march.
Good point, Eric, because that's the new story that's out, that like the contractors for Nintendo
and the collector's edition is finally being made available in the US, but only through their stupid website.
Oh God, I hate that shit, man. Like even do it through GameStop or something.
Lining to the early release date and it being moved up. Now it doesn't have to compete with Trails, and Trails actually stands a decent chance at making a dent in sales for the month it comes out. Because it was originally going to launch the 21st, which is a week before Trails from Zero comes out.
Oh God, man, what are they doing? It's bad timing. Bad timing. What is the reason for this, you think, Eric? Like, why do they move it up so much, like September to July?
And I'm gonna get it to now. Here's the other reason I'm kind of worried about this.
Yeah.
Someone blew the whistle on Nintendo's horrible work conditions recently, and I can't help but think that this announcement was timed to get people distracted from that, because they're gonna look, oh, shiny new game, I'm not going to pay attention to the news article saying that we're a shitty company like every other fucking company in this industry. I lost my breath there.
Yeah, I know you got a little hyped up there, Eric. No, I hear you though, man. Like we've talked about this before, crunch, man. Like what do we to do about it, Eric? Not buy these games? I mean, would that be
I'm not saying nobody should buy this. I'm just saying I'm worried for all the people that are working at Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, look, which company is going to be the company? I did hear, what was it, Bungie of all companies, the old Halo.
And now I'm also worried that since it's going into Death March, there's going to be tons of fucking issues in the game. Watch this. Kind of how the game kind of felt like it was incomplete with the last one they released.
Yeah.
Where we had to wait for updates for them to fix certain things.
Yeah, that's always a possibility, man. I mean, fuck. Well, I mean, look, I think it was Bungie that was the company that actually said no crunch, we're not going to do that and stuff like that. So, Freak 5 is exiled, by the way, you son of a bitch. God damn. Inciting violence, man. How dare you? How dare you, Freak 5? So yeah,
it's all right, Freak. He'll forget he said it.
Shut up, Breakman. You son of a bitch. Give you an exile too, you son of a. You. Who's gonna? What did you do? Oh, look at innocent me. I'm just a co-host in the corner here.
I got mental health issues and stuff. Next to me.
Yeah,
you can't play that card every week,
come
man.
From your PC being a piece of junk.
Right. Hey,
yeah,
I'll play that card for as long as I can get away with it. Damn
yeah, right. You go ahead and do so, sir. I mean, you're right to do so, and it's my right to point out the hypocrisy. All right. Yeah, I agree with you, Eric. I mean, bad news, sort of. I mean, hopefully it comes out and doesn't have all the issues that 2 did.
Because it cannibalize the sales of Live Alive now, but because Square Enix is too fucking cheap to publish it on their own.
Yeah, that's true too. All right. Breakman, you're up next.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Shattered, Tale of the Forgotten King, now available for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and the Epic Game Store. So there you go. It's here and available now.
All right, there you go. That's the story, and we're sticking to it. And the trailer doesn't want to play, so we're moving on. We saw a trailer for this before. Looked pretty decent from what I remember. So there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the bullet points, and there's nothing I see that's like, oh wow, like blows me away. Like it's a lot of stuff we've seen before.
Right.
But it doesn't mean the game's bad in any way.
I do remember the art style looking pretty good and stuff like that. Let me go. I finally got it up and running. It looks like, remember that that old school 16-bit type RPG type thing? That's what this one is. That Chained Echoes. So it's looking good. I mean, what can you say? So there you go. All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Shattered. Tale of the Forgotten King now available for PS5.
Oh, Frank.
What?
I just read that one.
Shattered?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Well, what are we on? Little Witch?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right. Little Witch. Jesus Christ. I was talking about the one before that. I think you skipped one break. I don't know. All right. Little Witch in the Woods to release for Steam early access.
You did skip one, Chain Echoes.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, the 16-bit one. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. What the hell? I mean, okay. I'll just read this Little Witch.
I blame mental health issues.
Yeah. We're gonna have. What was it, yesterday or day? No, it was yesterday. I was like practicing my evil laugh to take you on your evil laugh championship breakman, and I was doing pretty good. Man. I can't beat that, man. That's just all time good, man. I'm actually gonna have to record that break because that's actually really, really fucking good.
I don't have the throat to carry that on.
Yeah, that's really good.
Somewhere in the middle of that.
Yesterday I was like all like preparing. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna challenge Breakman to a evil laugh off, and no way I'm doing. Look, Freak 5, I couldn't even celebrate on 420. I'll get to that in a minute, man. So Little Witch, Steam early access May 16th. So there you go, and it looks pretty good. It looks cutesy, and probably has some substance to it, and real pretty. All right. Eric, next story, please.
The Chained Echoes one that we skipped.
Yes, please.
Right. Chained Echoes. It's the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Q4 2022. Game could also be played on the PS5 and Xbox Series X next to the backwards compatibility feature, but no native versions for those platforms for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Probably because they don't have the dev kits yet.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
I'm gonna read this description of this. Grab your sword, maintain your mech, and calm your lizard mage. Why does it need to be calmed? To be prepared for the fresh trailer Tech 13 spotlight, and developer Matthias Linda have released a epic new trailer. Features everything the game will have to offer later this year. We can't play the trailer, but it says the continent of Validus is marked by war, and rumors that our weapon of mass destruction is in imminent danger. Can a group of strangers restore the peace? Can the weapon be destroyed? So there's no real information on this because it was just announced, I guess, and no details have been put out.
Yeah.
All I know is there's a dog here, and it's being held, and it's cute. Hopefully, it's like the best character in the game secretly.
All right. Anything else, Eric?
Nope.
All right. Let me read chat here. Freak says Frank celebrated 422 hard this week. Breakman's working on another Exile. Wyland says
he says he's sick, but he's really just like weed withdrawals.
Oh God! Okay. Maybe, Eric. I'll admit it. I haven't smoked all week, dude. And you want to talk about having mental health issues, Breakman? Weed is my drug that I use to manage mental health issues, and I haven't been able to smoke any weed this week, dude. It's been rough, really, really rough.
You do sound congested, by the way.
Yeah. I'm still not over it, dude. I mean, I'll talk about it in a minute. But Wyland says 420 is the day Frank takes a break. This year for sure. Let's see. Did you know that whenever Frank burps or farts, the whole neighborhood gets high? Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next story. Let's see who did the last. Okay, that was Eric. Now it's me, I think.
Which
or is
story
it...
are we on? Are we on
The...
Echoes of Mana?
Yes, yes, Echoes of Mana. There you go.
Okay, that story is coming to us live from loading screen. From RPG site, Echoes of Mana launches on April 27th and receives a new animation trailer. So not a gameplay trailer, just an animation trailer. Squinix has announced that the brand new mobile Mana game is launching April 27th. Plus, they've shared an animation trailer. Why are you repeating yourselves here? Along with his, I thought.
Why are you repeating yourself? You don't have
because
to.
I'm mentally ill. Along with its own original characters, Echoes of Mana also features characters from the past Mana entries, including Adventures of Mana, Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, Children of Mana, Dawn of Mana, and Heroes of Mana. Whew! And then there's a, as I said, video that doesn't really do anything for us.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. I'm not even going to play the rest of it, man. So
I wonder how much Gotcha Garbo is going to be in the game.
Yeah, a lot. A lot. It's fucking Square Enix, man. Money grubbing fucking Squeenix. All right.
Oh yeah, that's another reason Nintendo's a scumfuck company because of Mario Kart World Tour and how they do everything with that game.
Yeah.
Or any of the various Pokemon games they've approved of.
In fairness, they're not as bad as most companies at it, Eric. But holy shit, that game, yeah, for sure. All right, let's see. It's my turn. Coming to us live from RPGsite.net. MMORPG Terra to shut down PC servers on June 30th. So there you go. End of an era.
There was supposed to be a console version of this game planned, and I guess it's not happening.
Yeah, I guess.
It'd be weird for the PC version servers to die and those just live on.
I mean, this has been around for quite a while, so it had a pretty decent run. You know, it's just not doesn't look like it's profitable anymore for the developer and publisher. So, you know, there you go. So, yeah, it looks like 2011, 2012 launch. So, been around for a long time. I remember Terra, but I never played it. But, you know, it is what it is.
It's a Korean MMO. That's another one. Third Diamond does it, basically.
Yeah. All right, and the final story. Whose turn is it? Eric.
It is about Asterigos, Curse of the Stars. Set to release in fall 2022 for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, and Xbox One, PC. And let's see. It says, with exploration inspired by Souls-like action RPGs and a lighter, more flexible approach to combat, Asterigos places players loose upon the monster-infested city of Aphes? I don't know. To explore streets, hidden paths, and colossal structures as you battle beasts, fiends, and godlike beings.
Yeah, it looks like a slightly more colorful,
cartoony Souls.
Yeah, I would say that, Eric. But it looks interesting. I mean, this would be something I might play. Freak says, I think I played Terra on the PS4. Yeah, I vaguely remember it on the PS4. Freak, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but this game looks solid. I mean, it's definitely Souls-like. You can tell the Souls inspiration, but a little more colorful. You know, stuff like that. But it looks.
There's another game out that's kind of reminding me of this, but it's called Stray Blades.
Yeah,
we talked about that last week.
Yeah. No, it does look a lot like that. It looks good though. I mean, I'm looking at it.
Lots of blue. I'm seeing from the images here.
Yeah, blue. I mean, it does kind of got a blue aesthetic, but it looks good. Looks okay. It looks like Eric said, like a slightly cartoony Souls game. I mean, that's the best way to put it. But okay. Now that we got the news done and over with, homie discounts, more PlayStation sales, more Xbox sales. I mean, too many to list. There's so much stuff going on. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, unless you guys have anything in particular, we're just gonna move on. But it's more of the same.
Freak says he thinks he played Terra on the PS4. I think it did launch on PS4, but I think there was supposed to be a current gen console launch, and Yeah, I'm wondering if it's even gonna happen now.
Well, maybe they'll go on Terra 2 and then launch it on the new consoles. Breakman, do I play your music or we move on? Did we lose Breakman? Oh, Breakman, your mic is muted, dude. I guess we'll just move on then to what we've been playing.
Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, Breakman, you back yet, or what's up? Breakman, you're on mute. All right, he's not back yet. Oh, there he is. Breakman, hey. Do we play your music?
No.
Okay, so we're on what you've been playing, Break.
Mostly Halo this week. Just Infinite. Waiting for the second season to come out. In a couple weeks now.
Okay.
I mean, less than a couple weeks. As May 2nd or something, I think.
So you're just eagerly anticipating that, I'm sure, because you've been kind of going stir crazy with the shit they're currently offering.
Yeah, we want some new stuff. We've been waiting. It's supposed to be a live service, and it just doesn't seem like it at this point.
Yeah.
More Breath of the Wild, just really just a little bit. I've been trying to farm dragons, and I kind of went to one spot when I forgot what time the dragon comes up, and I've just been sitting there, and I'm like, fuck, should I make a fire? Should I just keep waiting? What the fuck do I do? I'm just gonna play this later. Is what I'm gonna do. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I need to get back to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Eric.
Okay. What were I kind of got lost.
What have you been?
I wasn't actually done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Break.
What have we been playing?
Well, hold on, Eric. Break hasn't finished yet. Go ahead, Break.
I was actually been playing the Halo Master Chief Collection too, because I noticed online that the Master Chief Collection, or on the PC version of the Master Chief Collection, is out. It has more gamers than Infinite does now. So I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. I was playing that, and I found out my ODST save had been, I guess, erased when they updated it again, though. So
that's weird, because cloud saving should have taken care of that.
Well, it has all my audio files logged, but it sent me all the way back to the beginning of the game. So I was like, what the? Do I want to do this again? Because I need like a couple more audio logs. It's like, that's like at the end of the game. Do I have to play all the way through the game to get to that? I don't know.
Whiner.
Anyway,
Could be a whiner. All right.
Yeah.
Eric, hold on. Before I get to you, Eric, let's see.
I did win 200. I did win the 200 wins achievement in Halo.
Ooh,
Halo,
right on! Congrats, man. That's a pretty big one.
Won 200 multiplayer games out of like 1,000 probably, but yeah.
Your winning percentage is less than 300, but yeah, let's see.
The Reds, all right.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna get to baseball in a minute, Break, man. I got a story for you, dude. All right. Freak5 says, I'm having fried chicken for dinner. That sounds good, man. I haven't really been feeling like eating anything, to be honest with you.
I had an empanada.
Slagar says, whoa, haven't logged into Twitch on PC in a while. Took like 20 minutes to get in. Yeah, I know, man. You're like, God damn it, what was my password again? Type shit, All right, Eric, what you been playing, man?
That's kind of like fried
Twitch.
chicken.
It's Skype for me.
Yeah.
Skype hates me.
I know. I don't know what the deal is with that, man. All right, Eric, what you been playing, man?
I beat Stranger of Paradise, and I got a review on the feed for that. And
I did see
along
that.
Along with the Medium, that's another review on the feed.
Oh, sweet. I'll have to check that out.
And I wanted to get to it. I finally got to doing the review. So
right on.
And I immediately went to play the PS5 version of Spider-Man, and I still think it's dumb that Insomniac's not selling it to you. And it's only available for the Miles Morales complete collection or whatever that version was called.
I know, man. That's sad.
And which means that there's also no physical release of it either.
Yeah. The Spider-Man games have a strange history when it comes to releases and then retractions and all kinds of crazy stuff, man. Going all the way back to like the PS1.
And my main story progress is at like 61% or something, but in terms of like the side content, I don't know where I'm sitting because it doesn't log that.
Slagar says, coincidence is my password is fried chicken 69. Sounds like some weird food sex play, Slagar. All right. Eric, anything else you've been playing, Eric?
That's it.
All right. I've been playing Coughing Simulator extensively this week. And I can tell you, it's not fun at all. It's probably one of the worst games I've ever played. So.
That reminds me, Lawnmower Simulator is coming to current gen.
Yeah. Just don't ever play
the simulator.
Yep.
This is awesome.
That's yeah.
This is the best game ever.
Yeah. Flu Simulator sucks. I'm telling you that right now. Don't play it. Don't give it to your friends to play. It's just it's awful. No, I did get a chance before I got sick to play a little more Shibuya Scramble. I got an issue with the game though, man. Like you pick somebody to play with. There's like at the beginning, towards the beginning, there's like 5 different characters, and you pick one and you run into a bad ending just because you picked the wrong character, and you have to go back to the yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, dude.
That fucking sucks.
No, I got to this point where it opens up to 5 characters, right? So I picked.
At the very least, you're getting an achievement. You'll get an achievement for getting all the endings. So
I guess, man. Holy fuck! I've been running into I've made every bad choice.
I've been telling you though. There's more. There's only 2 endings in the game: the normal ending and the true ending, and every other ending is a bad ending.
Yeah. Well, I've been getting every single one of them, Eric, because holy shit, it's it's hard to unweb everything that's going on.
There's like 20 different endings near the end of the game based on this one scene because it plays out slightly differently depending on decisions that you make.
Yeah. Well, I'm making every wrong decision, man. It doesn't matter what I do. I have to go and you have to redo stuff, and it's just really weird. But it's fun. It's just I don't know about it yet, man. I'm gonna try to play more of it this week and get more of a sense of what's going on. Are you just as bad at Flu Simulator? How dare you, Freak 5? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. And how dare you, Breakman, son of a bitch.
What do I do?
You know what do I do? Breakman is like the quintessential like what did I do guy on the show. You know what you do.
I'm the on the football field when somebody commits a penalty and stuff like that, and they immediately throw their arms up in there like, me, what are you talking about?
How could I? And then they show the instant replay right above his head on a giant screen. It's like, oh.
There you go. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to reviews here.
RPGrinders reviews.
Breakman, did you have anything this week?
I don't know what I did this week.
Oh yeah, I had a review. I need to put it on here.
Oh, I thought we were gonna move people to listen to the reviews on the feed, but okay. What you got? Break anything?
I don't know. I watched a bunch of we started watching several things and just quit because most of them were stupid. Like the Rise and Fall of Abercrombie and Fitch. That was anticlimactic. There was a lot of, we knew all that stuff.
That sounds about as entertaining as watching Gucci.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I mean, if you watched Abercrombie and Fitch, if you grew up with it like I did, obviously I was too poor to be able to afford it, but just looking at it from outside in, it's like, wow, that's like, are there minorities allowed in that store?
You would
look like it.
Right, man. I mean, you're right. Yeah, exactly.
And then I watch some food documentaries or game show contests and stuff. Just quit half of them because they're just so bad.
Yeah.
Come on, Netflix, give us something entertaining.
You know what's fairly entertaining is It Cake, the show. Have you seen that, Break?
I think there's a show on Netflix that you might be interested in watching, and it's called Old Enough, I think.
How dare you?
No, it's not even a dig. It's about
I know.
It's
I'm just
about
fucking with you.
parents in Japan letting their kids do things at certain ages.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Break. Nothing else.
No, because nothing. I didn't see anything worth reviewing, really.
Yeah. All right. Eric, your review, please, as quickly as you can.
Gabriel Dropout. This is an anime adaptation of a manga series, which unfortunately only has a single season to it, and it doesn't look likely that there'll be another one anytime soon, or if at all, because it's been like, let's see, it was a show from 2015, so it's been some time, almost 7 years, if not 7 years, because I don't know actually when it started. But it's a show about a girl who's living in heaven. She's an angel, and for their angel training, they're sent to the human world to observe mortals and try to do good deeds and stuff like that. But there's also the demon realm, and the demon realm is sending their kids to do either the opposite or just learn about the human world, because apparently they're disconnected from the human world and they don't really interact with it all that much. So I guess this is an effort to change that. But the thing is, like, almost immediately after entering and being there for a few months or like weeks, I don't know what the time scale is, but she plays an MMO and she gets addicted to video games and basically becomes a fallen angel, and it's about her and her friends doing hijinks, basically. So it's a comedy series.
All right.
And it's cute and funny, and it's only 12 episodes long. There is unfortunately no dub for the show, but if that doesn't bother you, you might want to check it out. A comedy about silly girls doing stupid stuff with the whole angel and demon motif.
Awesome. What are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. Okay, that's cool. And only one season of it, so it's not like you could probably
you can always
watch
read
it.
the manga if you want more of the story, though.
There you go.
I don't know if the manga's been translated. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Slager said that's exactly what the green trial thing was. Freak says, I went to high school with Andrew on Is It Cake? That's his claim to fame, I guess. You don't like Cake, Breakman? Oh, God, Breakman. What's wrong with you? Slager says, I love when girls...
Maybe he's more of a pie person.
I love when girls do hijinks. That's always good for me. Yeah, I agree. Slagar for sure. That's
not those kind of hijinks.
Well, I mean, any kind of hijinks are good when they do them. So yeah. All right, I got 2 real quick reviews. First is Moon Knight impressions. Break, are you here? Or did you? Okay. You've been keeping up with Moon Knight, Break?
Yeah.
It's great.
I've been quite enjoying it. Yeah.
It is. It's the best series that they've come out with, in my opinion, so far. I mean, they could ruin the landing, but I don't see how it's possible with not Jason Isaac. I always call him. It's Oscar Isaac. Super good. This it's super different. It's it's nowhere near what Doctor Strange is, which I like Doctor Strange, by the way. But this is like something that I've never seen before, and it's really, really good. I like it so far. So those are just my impressions. I think acting is super solid. They got great actors in it, stuff like that. But another real quick one. This is kind of in homage to you, Break. I watched a lot of Unsolved Mysteries. I don't know if you saw the second season. I'm not watching like the UFO shit or like the like the supernatural type stuff. I just I
watched them all.
I don't know. That stuff doesn't interest me as much as like the unsolved like murder cases and stuff like that. That's where it's at for me.
Oh yeah. Okay, I just found out that yes, the manga series for this show has been localized. I don't know how far it's gone.
All right.
But that's a thing you could do.
Slager says it's great because they don't have to try to cram canon junk in there. Yeah, I agree, Slager, but I mean there is canon junk in there. but you have to look for it. It's good stuff, man. It's really good. Moon Knight's good. Unsolved Mystery's pretty good. I mean, I wish they had a narrator. That would be pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, I miss like the original. I love the original, like with Stack in it.
Yeah,
He was just
yeah.
he added that like
That little extra oomph, you know. It's
yeah.
it's sort of like the Creep Show series. If they like they have a creep and he doesn't talk, and it's like, God, I so badly just want the creep to talk just a little bit, not like Crypt Keeper talk, just
Not that much, just a little bit. I got it.
you know, just a little bit, you know, just
to
give
let us know that he says words.
Right, exactly. It's great, by the way. The Creep Show series on Shudder is great. I mean, it's worth getting Shudder just for that. But you know, they have so much more than that. But I love the Shudder app. It's really good. But Unsolved Mystery is pretty good, man. I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
They need to absolutely do more, and what they really need to do is give us like feedback. Like, have these been solved? Have you got any progress on them? What's going on?
Yeah, I've always wondered that. Like, because every once in a while, Unsolved Mysteries back in the day would do like an update episode.
Mhm.
You'd be like, "Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, I'm glad it got solved," or whatever.
I should probably mention about where you can watch Gabriel Dropout. It's on Crunchyroll.
All right. So let's move on here, guys, to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the Week.
Breakman, your Stinko of the Week.
Well, since I'm trying to be positive and trying to stay away from all the negativity in the world, I've been not paying attention as much to the news, especially politics and stuff. But I did see this one story that was kind of like, really? Like, that's just fucked up.
Yeah.
A U.S. professor refused to call a trans student a woman, wins $400K payout on religious and philosophical grounds. He basically sued the college for reprimanding him. They didn't fire him. They didn't suspend him. They gave him a warning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because there was a transgender student in the class. He called sir, and she took him aside and said, "Hey, listen, these are my pronouns." And he said, "No, I'm not going to do that."
Well, she should sue him for slander and win that case.
Well, she did. Like I mean, originally she took it up with the school and such like that, and they said, "Well, here's a warning." Like, he got a warning. He got a slap on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And that was enough for him to sue, and this has been going on since 2018, and they've just decided, the school just decided, you know what, we can't keep going this. They just gave him money.
Yeah.
Go away. $400,000 just to be a bigot.
Yeah, well,
awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, and like I said, she should sue him for millions and hopefully win and reduce that sum.
Mental health is not like we just, again, it's like, it's in her best interest, you know.
Right.
To just call her a woman. Just say her, she.
It's
why
not
is that
that
so
hard.
Why
Like
didn't the rest of the class, you know, gang up on the teacher?
Well, I mean, it's not their place, to be honest with you, Eric. Like some people are more timid and don't want to get involved in bullshit, you know. But I mean, they should show solidarity and you know, right in front of that professor, like, use the proper pronouns. You know, I mean, that's just the way it should go.
I mean,
Period.
it makes all the sense in the world. I mean, would you want someone calling you by a name that wasn't yours? It's
Right.
basically the same principle.
Right. I mean, it's
It just extends
like I said,
to the gender that you have.
you want to talk about defamation of character. I mean, that would be a case right there that woman would have, right? I mean, period. So, I mean, if I was a woman, I'd probably inquire. I'd probably try to get a lawyer and sue the professor, because look at the embarrassment that you're bringing upon her. You know, I mean, that's it's ridiculous. You know, just dumb. But you know, whatever. All right. Anything else, Breakman?
No, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to be positive and happy vibes. So I'm limiting the stinkos to just that one.
Right. Well, sorry, Breakman, but I've got a couple, but I'll have one that's kind of a funny stinko at the end involving baseball that I'll I'll talk to you about. But
Oh yeah, I could add that to the Reds are off to the worst start in like team history right now.
it's been brutal
They're
for the
bad.
Reds, man. And Reds are my second favorite
Wait,
team, man.
what's their score right now? It's like 2-something. Let me bring up the score right
Yeah,
now.
they're pretty bad.
While I'm trying to stall and waiting for it to come up, they're 2-11 right
Well,
now.
you got a GM that doesn't give a shit, so why should the team? You know, I mean, really.
Oh, man. Well, the GM doesn't give a shit because the owner is a cheap idiot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
God,
even if you're a cheap,
look,
even if you're a cheap idiot, you could follow the Oakland A's like Moneyball strategy and fuck, at least be competitive, right?
See, the thing is, he's kind of like Mike Brown. Like he's one of those owners who has to tinker. Who has to be involved in it. Like he gets the final say on stuff. Like, we're not gonna trade that guy type thing.
Yeah, like Jerry Jones in the NFL. And,
yeah. Which, is look, maybe you're a good businessman. I don't know. Maybe whatever you do for a living, maybe you're good at that. I mean, you're a billionaire, whatever. That doesn't fucking mean that you know anything about baseball.
Right. It's sad, man. I mean, the Reds are my second favorite team. They always have been, and it's really, really sad. But, anyways, on to my stinkos here. One, I've had the flu.
Yeah,
let's see.
That's a shitty one.
Oh God, it's one of the worst flus in my life. I know people say that with and it's hyperbole, but this isn't hyperbole for me. I mean, I didn't do any of the puking. I mean, that was a bonus, but the aches were the worst I've ever had. I've never been achier, and it was debilitating. I was in my bed. I couldn't really do much. Nothing sounded appealing to eat, drink. I mean, I was a zombie all week, man. It sucked. But on top of that, what was it? 420. I could not smoke anything. That's another thing. Couldn't smoke. And that's my mental health medication, Breakman. Like that's without before I was on antidepressants and all kinds of meds, which you should be on, like, I don't know, like gabapentin at one point and some other shit, and once I lost, like, my insurance and stuff, I couldn't afford that. So weed was a very, very good replacement for it, and so all week I've been kind of struggling, like, physically, mentally, like, I'm drained. I'm drained, but I decided to get out on 420, not smoke, but do a little bit of cop watching. And to my surprise, my civil rights were violated by the police. And
awesome. Sounds like a fun day.
Yeah, I was pissed. The video's on my other channel, Mexican Longhair, if anybody wants to check it out. It's the last light. So in Colorado, we have a statute. I can't remember. It's CRS. Like I don't know. I can't remember the whole statute, but the cops are not supposed to block your vision or your camera from recording the police. Right? It's our civil rights to have the ability to record police. Right? And normally, I get really close. As close as I can to pick up what's going on because I want to get the full story. Right? I want to make sure that nobody gets hurt. There's an objective record there. I don't say anything for the most part unless I'm talked to or whatever. It's just a recording, right? It's supposed to be just a recording. So I couldn't, Freak 5. I couldn't even ingest anything, Freak 5. That's the thing. Excuse me. How dare you, Freak 5?
All I'm gonna say in chess, Slayer is a bad argument. I'm not gonna explain myself further.
Okay. Anyways, the police. Okay, so here's the situation. There was a car in the median, and I was about 30 to 40 feet away on a public sidewalk. Right, not bothering anybody. There was 4 cop cars, total of 5 policemen. And apparently it was some sort of accident or something. I didn't see any other car. nothing. But I'm sitting here, and all I'm doing is recording, right? I'm not talking. I'm not, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm literally 30 to 40 feet away, right? Which is way further than I would normally be on a normal cop watch. So I'm recording, and then all of a sudden, they decided to put the spotlight on my camera and on my face. And I'm like, you just had to. You just had to. I was a fly on the wall here, and you just had to shine the spotlight. And not only did these cops shine their spotlight on my recording, which, is basically ruins your recording and also hurts your eyes. Like, their spotlights are rough, and that's why there is a statute against it. So they followed me around, like, with the spotlight for about 15 minutes, and a colleague that I had there. We were teaming up on this cop watch. And so after we were done, after the stop was done, the police take off. One of the same cop that was spotlighting, using the spotlight, follows me and my colleague to the parking lot where I was parked. So I didn't notice him at first. And then finally I saw him, and I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm going to go record him again. So I get out of my car, and I go on over, because I'm not afraid. And my colleague comes out, and we're watching. And I was pissed by this time. I let out some F-bombs. I'm going to let you guys know. I was very animated because, it's bullshit. And
Wait, is this how you got sick?
No, I was starting to feel better, and I needed to get out, Eric. So this is like my first cop watch since I was sick, right? So anyways, he sees that we're coming towards him. He proceeds to take off, go right by me, shine the light in my face again, and go get my license plate, trying to intimidate me. And I'm like, you can check that license plate all you want, buddy. I ain't got no warrants. I'm good to go. You can try that shit all day long. So that's my stinko of the week.
I hope you got them sick.
I didn't get close enough to get them sick, but I am going to be filing a grievance, and they're either going to pay me $500 or $15,000, depending on how they want to play it. So I've got money coming towards me. I've already filled out the affidavit. I just got to go get it notarized, and then they have 30 days to respond.
Wait, did you just call it the affidavit?
Affidavit. So I got money coming to me. There's a reason for this statute. Those spotlights can ruin your eyesight. They ruin your recordings for sure. So
are they using like torches or something for the
spotlights? They're really bad, man. Those spotlights, dude. I mean, you could feel the heat from 30 feet away. Like it's. There's a reason why they use them to intimidate and bully and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna be bullied. So how dare you, Slayer? How dare you? How dare you? David, you sons of bitches. How dare you, Breakman? How dare you guys?
Is it affidavit?
Yeah. David.
Affidavit.
How dare you? Yeah, affidavit. However the fuck. Fuck you guys, man. These sons of bitches. Fuck you guys. All right, so that's that. Eric, I didn't see a stinko there, so we're gonna move on. Hold on.
I kind of already said it with Nintendo
this
week.
Baseball. Let me talk real quickly about my baseball stinko. And I meant to say it last week, Breakman, but opening day, right? The Rockies are playing the LA Dodgers, right? And I can't stand the motherfucking Dodgers. They're in our division, and they fuck them, right?
Yeah, they beat up on the Reds too.
Okay. Yeah, and fuck the Reds for not at least winning. Fucking god damn it, man. Anyways.
Oh, I know, it's sad. They're not even competitive. It's terrible.
Right. Okay, so here's my story, man. So I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, the Rockies don't have a bad lineup. Maybe they can shock the world and win this fucking opening game, right? Nobody's expecting anything from them. The line is not that bad. I'm gonna put a bet on the Rockies, right? So I placed a $25 bet on the Rockies.
I'm sorry, sucker.
Shut up, Rickman. You're gonna laugh even further when I tell you what happened, man.
I laugh at sports bettors.
Okay, I don't normally bet, but I was like, you know what? Fuck the Dodgers. I'm feeling feisty. I got a little bit of extra money. Let's do this. I would have won $67 fucking dollars if they won that goddamn game. But of course they didn't. They blow it, right? It was a competitive game. I think it was like 3-2, and I'm like, God damn it, Rockies of just one time. They're usually good on opening day, right? One time, just win opening day, right? No, of course they couldn't do that. You know what they proceed to do after that, Breakman? They beat the Dodgers 7-3. They beat them 5-3. And then they went into another series and they won 2 more. So they won 4 fucking games in a row right after they lost that opening day thing. And I'm like, you sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. You could have won.
So did you learn your lesson then?
No. But on the bright side, the Rockies are fucking kicking ass, man.
It is absolute fucking bullshit and pisses me off. That's why, because I got MLB TV several years ago to find that shit out. It's exactly like NFL. Like, bullshit.
Yeah.
The local market, you want to see your own fucking team. I'm sorry, I should say it for the people not listeners. He said you what to fuck? I got MLB.TV because I don't have cable, but I
think he meant to say, it's fucked.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to read it as it said. But you can't watch your fucking local team because of the fucking TV contract.
Yes!
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's total BS. You need to get a VPN.
Major League bummer.
Get a VPN, Slagar. Get a VPN. You can watch your team. Just get a VPN.
I listen to it on the radio a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because I originally got YouTube TV for that because they had baseball and they had Reds games. I'm like, yes. And then they lost the contract like immediately. It went up in price. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So if I want local games, I've got to pay for fucking cable. You're telling me that's my option?
You can get them on, dude. Get an antenna. You can get the games are on like local
I have an
TV
antenna,
stations.
but they're not all on local. We've got like a local the Ohio games are on the Fox Sports Network. No, actually they changed the name. Bally Sports Network or something now.
Used to be Root Sports, and then they changed to Fox, and then I don't know what the fuck. I know this. It was the same with the Rockies, man. Like bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah, it is bullshit. I've tried like, antenna. I got an antenna. Let's do this. No, not
exactly.
fair.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
Hulu Live. Let's see. No.
Yep. So that's my. Oh, by the way, I get MLB TV for free every year through my phone. Like they just give it to you. I'm like, sweet, that's cool.
Usually when those things happen, they're only for like the first year you have a phone or whatever.
No, man. Every year they give me. They're like, hey, MLB season is starting. Just click here, redeem your MLB package, and I'm like,
who do you have?
Well, it's Metro by T-Mobile, but yeah, man.
I think it's because Verizon has the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
So T-Mobile slipped up MLB. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, my stinko was losing that fuck. And the only reason I really did it is because they gave you a quote unquote free bet, which means if you lost, then you get a free $25 bet on something else. And of course I lost, but I did end up winning. See, here's the thing about those free bets, though. It's $25 bet, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't get to keep that $25. So you get to win whatever, money that you would win if you were to have placed $25 on it. So I did end up winning. I think I bet on a UFC fight and I won like $5 or something. So I got like $5 of my money back. But
the only sport I ever bet on was horse racing.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's what you do. You're at a horse race. You're supposed to be betting.
Right. Right.
Okay. I didn't I won a couple races.
The only local horse race ad I've ever seen was for Pennsylvania, all the way from Erie. So it's like, I was wondering whether or not Cleveland had a horse racing.
Oh, we got them in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We got a few places around here to do it.
We used to, not anymore. But whatever. All right, let's. I thought you'd get a kick out of that baseball bet, man. So
Yeah, I did, sucker. I mean, Frank.
How dare you, son of a bitch! All right, on to much greener pastures here.
What does my tattoo say? Sweet! Sweet of the week!
All right, Breakman, your sweeto of the week.
Well, before I went off to the loony bin, there were things that were going on. Like I had a sick cat, and I was worried about her.
Yeah.
When we had her on medicine, she lost a lot of weight suddenly, and she was throwing up a lot, and I had her scheduled for an appointment. Well, shit had to change because obviously the whole loony bin situation and stuff like that. But I was finally able to get her in to see a doctor, like for an extensive a review, I forget what they call it, but I'd seen the regular vet, but
like
this
a
one
physical.
was what's that?
Like a physical.
Well, I've seen she's been there for physical for regular vet, but this was actually like they had
testing,
knock her out for a little bit and really like get in there and test her and stuff like that. But she doesn't have cancer, so that's my sweeto. That's
that's
what we're
good.
afraid of. They think it's some sort of infection or something. They don't know exactly, but she's been on steroids for a few days and she's already acting a lot better.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's really good.
It is really awesome. Because I couldn't afford it anymore. Like that was $1,000 just to do that.
Ooh, holy shamoly. Damn, man. Oof.
Yep.
Well, good. I'm glad cat's out of the woods, it looks like. So that's good, man.
Yeah, well, she was over here a moment ago begging me. I don't know where she went.
Yeah. All right, Eric. I don't see you have a sweeto of the week unless you can think of one. All right. I do. Starting to get a little bit better. Like I said, I was out and about yesterday. I was getting cabin fever bad, man. Like I couldn't even play video games. I was hurting so bad, man. Like I said, I played Shibuya Scramble right before I got sick, and after I got sick, God, man, I couldn't even look at a TV, to be honest, man. I mean, even watching.
That's the worst when you're so sick you can't even like stare at something.
You just
need to be in bed, like.
Yep. Quiet, no light.
Just
just
trying to
chilling.
sleep. That's all you can do. Like, ugh.
Yeah. Poor Bernie had to work one of her sick days. I was like, I felt so bad, man. I'm like, damn.
That's bullshit. That is such bullshit.
Yeah. Well, and they're giving her shit. That's another stinkos. They're giving her so much shit at work, and it's all undeserved and not called for. But
it's just the whole fact that they want somebody that's sick to work is absolutely stupid. Like that's
right.
That's inviting trouble. It's inviting you to get the rest of your staff sick.
Right. Well, I mean, sure enough, today someone called in. Guess why? They were sick, and obviously it was because it was on her shift and she passed it along to him. It's like, fuck, man. I mean, what can you do? I mean, there's nothing you could do. I mean, she's damned if you do, damned if you don't. They don't care, and just how it is, So yeah, that's that, and so I should be able to be playing a little bit more games this week. So, I'm looking forward to it because, I was super sick. And hopefully I'll be able to smoke some weed this week and get my mental health a little bit better too, man. I mean, I think if you watch the video, that's why I went off on these cops as much as I did. I was like, you motherfucker. I mean, I was just like, just giving them the business because they, of course they violated my rights, but still, I really did went off the deep end, and I mean, rightfully so, but normally I'm a little more reserved than that, but not in this video, man. I took exception, but anyways, so that's that. I'm going to skip It's Time to Die this week so we can get right into our free-for-all this week.
It's a free-for-all! It's a free-for-all!
All right, before we get into free-for-all, which kind of ties into my whole police debacle, Breakman, do you want to do a tournament next month?
Sure.
Let's do a poll. I want to do greatest PS2 games of all time. Eric wants to do greatest Game Boy Advance games of all time, and then whatever your choice is, put it in a
Actually,
poll.
I want to do greatest PS2 games.
Well, put it in a poll, dude. Let's do a poll.
Well, I just took your side on this. I thought you'd be like,
No.
We should do that.
We need to.
See, this is what
We need
happens when I side with
viewers to
Frank.
give us answers.
Right. We need.
See, when I side with Frank, he just dismisses me. So this is why I don't side with Frank.
Well, no, you don't. You don't side with me just based out of spite. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, if we're, if we're being truthful, but no, let's do a poll on the. I mean, it'll be fun. People can interact with the poll and let us know what they want, and that'll be our tournament. Although I think we got one more show this month, I believe, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, Slagar says. So whatever you want, put in the poll, Breakman, and then everybody will vote on that, and then we'll pick the we'll go ahead and do it, and then and then like the other two that don't get picked, we'll do those in successive months, so that way we have 3 months of stuff to do. So I figured that'd be okay. All right. So there's that. This week, if we have time, we're going to talk about this Johnny Depp trial. You probably haven't been following it, Break, but holy crap, I
didn't even know it was a thing
it's sensational
until people started talking about it.
It's sensational. If we get a second, we're going to talk about it. But in relation to what happened to me, I marked down here, police state. What has to be done in order for our police to be better? Because there's obviously a disconnect, right? Whether you're pro-police or anti-police or anywhere in between, there's a definite disconnect between the police and the public. So what can be done to bridge that gap and to fix it, Breakman? What do you think we can do to kind of fix things?
Well, first we have to get rid of the white supremacists that have infiltrated. For one thing, the policies need to change. The way they police need to be changed. Why do we need to send cops when somebody's having a mental breakdown, or something like that?
Right.
Their equipment needs to be reevaluated.
Yeah. The way they handle things needs to be reevaluated. Instead of escalating situations, they need to be learned. They need to train to de-escalate. And like I said, we need. Not every situation calls for police. We need different types of interventions.
Right.
A lot of people have died at the hands of police because they're having mental breakdowns. What are they called? Death by police.
Yes. Yeah.
Those people needed help.
Yeah. These are, what, Breakman, great points all the way around. There's no question that everything you said is 100. But something very specific that you said there was de-escalation. They need better training in de-escalation, right? Because almost every police encounter is contentious. I don't know if you've noticed, Breakman. It could be something super minor, right? Like what happened to me. There was zero reason to put a spotlight on a person that was 30 to 40 feet away from what was going on the traffic stop, the little accident that was there, right? There was zero reason for that. They only did it to antagonize. It's petty, right? Petty and antagonizing. And then they took it further and went into the parking lot and antagonized and escalated even further. They knew how upset I was. And yet they followed me, got my license plate, which, why would you do that? Right? That's totally against policy. And antagonize even further, make things even worse than what they are. So that's a great point, Breakman. Something as minor as that turned into a 15 to 30 minute contentious thing between police and civilian, right? And it didn't need to go anywhere near that, right? All that needed to happen was They needed to stay there. Oh, yeah, Slagar, I could shoot him with my camera from 30 feet away. Sure. I mean, there was plenty of lighting. They knew I had a camera and nothing else. Yeah, I could definitely shoot them from 30 feet away with my camera, of all things, because we all know how dangerous cameras are, Slagar. I mean, yeah, you're right, man. I could definitely shoot them with my camera. God, man. Come on, Slagar. You know better, man. To me, it was just such a stupid, like small window into how their mentality is. If they're that scared of a camera, no wonder they act the way that they do, right? I mean, it was just amazing. It was a crazy video. It didn't have to go that way, and now they're gonna pay me one way or the other. They're either gonna pay me $500. They got 30 days to give me the $500, which I clearly have the video evidence for, and you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna pay me the $500 because it's pretty standard practice. I know plenty of people that have put in these affidavits. I hope I said it right for everybody. And they've paid out every time. It's easy money. It's taxpayer money, which sucks, but that's $500 every time that they're paying out because they're idiots and they don't know what they're doing. And you brought up another good point, Break, training. I mean, you brought up so many good points, Break, man. I mean, everything you said was just hitting the nail on the head, man. I honestly think we should really start over, and we should, like you said, root out the white supremacy problem that we got in the police force, which has been proven time and time again. I caught an officer with a white supremacy tattoo one time. Yeah. So, and they always say that's not what that means. It's like, come on, man. I mean, you're sporting a Himmler eagle. You're sporting, the symbolism. I mean, it just, come on, guys. Like you guys are thugs. Oh God, I mean, just ridiculous. Slager, let me just put it this way to make you understand. There's a reason there is a law that they cannot do what they did that day. There's a reason there's a law. Okay, so I did nothing wrong. I was easily 30 feet away. There was nothing, no reason to be afraid. If they're that afraid, if cops are that afraid, they don't need to be cops. They had guns. I have a camera. That's it. The only thing I carry is mace, and that's for self-protection against other people. That's it.
Let me ask you something. If somebody's suicidal, how many cops do you think they need to send?
None.
They're not a danger to anybody else.
Right.
But
right.
Just themselves.
I mean,
3 cops was appropriate.
No, you're absolutely not. If there was a gun involved, that's a reason to have.
I don't own a gun.
I know. I'm just saying, if there was a gun involved, there's a reason to have a police because, somebody's mental state, they could easily turn the gun on someone else. I could see that, Brakeman, but even then,
or if they killed her or something else, they'd have to still dispose of the gun safely.
Right. So, there really didn't even need to be one Brakeman, to be honest with you. You needed a mental health expert that could have explained things to you and not put you in handcuffs, right? I think that would have been way more appropriate, and you guys could have talked things out, I mean, and figured out a different way to handle shit. I mean, I don't know. To answer your question, none should have been there. I was watching another video.
I just for the sake of gun argument, I can see one cop coming with
right
a mental health expert. like a mental health expert should have, somebody should have been like that. The come and evaluate me and see if I was somebody who was really a danger to
Right,
myself or something.
right.
Which at the time I don't think I was, but I also understand the 72-hour lockup. Just it was the rest of it where I'm like, come on, why am I still here?
Right. 72 hours for sure. I mean,
Why am I coloring? Why is this what I'm
Mm.
doing here? I could be home doing something.
Why are you
constructive.
coloring Mario coloring books?
I was not coloring in the Mario coloring book. That is a lie. I just was there.
You're never gonna live that
Do
down,
it
man.
do it like Tommy Wiseau in the room. I did not color the Mario
I
books.
did not.
I did not.
So yeah, I don't know. For me, lots of things need to change. I honestly think they should start from scratch. Just fire them all, and start over, because what they're doing right now is not working. It's not working. The Aurora PD is one of the worst in the nation, and they have a consent decree. They got to change, and it doesn't look like they want to change it at all. So, there's just a big disconnect, and there's lots of reasons for it. And I think it's time to just start over. I mean, just start clean, start doing background checks, start doing mental health evaluations with these people, because a lot of times they're the ones that are unhinged and do stupid things. They just do stupid things. I don't know what to say. Let's move on to something different. Actually, before we do that, I'm not going to cover this because I don't think you guys have been keeping up with this Johnny Depp trial. Have you, Break?
No, not really.
All right. How about you, Eric? Have do you know anything about this Johnny Depp thing?
Other than the fact that I remember a few years ago, all the accusations were being thrown against Johnny Depp because of abuse against his wife, but
Yeah.
apparently it's the other way around.
Yeah,
And it just shows you just how bloated the court system is, that it takes years upon end for them to get close to a resolution.
right. They're so backed up apparently that.
Which is why the college settled with that professor, because it was going to keep going on and on and on.
Right, and they can't keep affording lawyers and paying millions and millions of dollars. It's like, just stupid. But I think we'll skip it for this.
We don't have a justice system in America. It's based on money. That's not true justice.
Right. Well, there's a lot of problems there. Before we get to this, is there anything that you guys wanted to talk about, Breakman? Anything you wanted to talk about?
Let me see here. I'm trying to think. Let me see. I could color. Oh, I saw the updated Three Stooges movie while I was in the nut house. I didn't even know there was one. And to be honest, if I was like 8 or 7 or something like that, I would have thought the movie was freaking hilarious. There was actually one really funny segment in it when Mo, some TV producers see Mo and they decide to put him in with the Jersey Shore crew. So they keep going back and forth to it, but him just tormenting the Jersey crew, and it was pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like, okay, we didn't need to make this movie at all.
Yeah, it's a pretty terrible movie from what I remember. I remember seeing that and was like, ooh, this is a big turd, But
so I got to watch that, and I got to watch a bunch of cartoons from like the 20s and stuff like that, where the colors are so faded out on them now.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling.
These places might as well be time capsules.
where all the characters look like they're rubber, you know what I mean? Like all their legs move and like
Steamboat
weird
Willie
ways
and shit,
Yeah, like that.
Man.
And let me see, there was some, what's it called, Table to Farm or something like that, where what rich people bragging about how easy it is to live off the land and stuff like that, because they've got this huge property and they've got money, so they don't actually have to do anything. Like they just work in their yard, work in their farm,
or pay their gardeners to do it. Yeah.
It's like, but they save so much money doing it this way.
Save so much money.
Right.
Yeah, man. TV's
so
a strange
that was
animal.
on the TV, and then there's like art class. That was fun. drawing. It was like junior high again.
Oh, awesome, man!
I
I
play
just,
music trivia.
I just pictured you, Breakman, in like a blue kind of like, I don't know, like not jumpsuit, but like, like a blue shirt and like blue pants to like distinguish you from everybody else. And
were you there?
And then like
You're all spying on me.
You were all sitting there just watching this Three Stooges movie all at
And a
once.
mask so you couldn't tell it was.
I was wearing blue hospital pants. We could do laundry, so I was able to wear clean clothes every day, thank God.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how many times I'm in the shower, like, are you there? You all right? Yeah, don't come in here. Jesus.
Yeah, leave me the fuck alone, man. Taking a shower, washing my junk. You want to help me?
I lost track of how many people walked in on me taking the crap though. Like, come on. Just make sure you're okay.
Hey, were there any hot nurses? I guess that's the question.
There was one therapist.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
yeah, that's about it.
I mean, that's a silver lining. I mean, I guess. No, man. Shit, man. Yeah, so I like I said, just like sitting around all watching this Three Stooges movie. It's like all sad and depressing.
Well, we were talking about Moon Knight earlier.
Yes, Moon Knight.
And remember one of the last scenes, he's in a mental hospital. I'm just like, this is fairly accurate. So watching it, yeah, there's people playing games and people sitting around minding their own business, and other people like talking, and the doctors are coming around passing out some food or medicine and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this
is... It's kind of Moon Knight is kind of a unique show in that manner when it does touch on mental health issues a bit. So it's
which might be why I like it so much right now too.
Yeah, it's really good, man. I mean, it's just super good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Are you guys hyped up for the new Doctor Strange movie at all? Anybody excited for that movie? No? You, Eric, are you excited?
A little bit.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from the few little snippets of trailers that I've seen. So, and Bernie's super excited. Her favorite superhero is Doctor Strange. So, she calls him Pumpernickel or something. I don't know what the fuck she calls him.
Benedict Pumpernickel.
Yeah, she calls him. I can't remember. I'll have to.
How did she get?
Dude, don't ask me, man. But every single time she goes, "Oh,
is
Pumpernickel."
This a related conversation? Is that what happened there?
Bernie's funny, man. She's really looking forward to it, and she's been having a rough go of it, man. She's been taking a lot of fucking bullshit at work, and got written up because there was a secret shop, and she was sick, so of course she wasn't feeling great, so she didn't greet the customer. So,
of course.
And it wasn't even her. It was her one of her employees that was on the register, who's autistic. So, I mean, just talk about irony, man. Like she's been just getting shit, man. I'm gonna take her to see that, man. She wants to see it, so I'll take her to theater if I'm feeling 100% better. I'm not gonna.
When does that come out?
The 6th. The 6th.
Okay,
I should be feeling.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah, I got plenty of time. Yeah. Well, dude, I seem to catch every bug in the book, so I mean, you never know. Who knows, man? I'll probably catch flu number 2, as it's coming through, and coronavirus in between, so just,
it makes sense. You caught the Spanish flu and the original flu.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You're exiled, Breakman. You son of a bitch.
What did I say?
Yeah. What? What did I say?
What did I do? My hands are in there right now. What did I do?
Hold on, let me rewind. I'll
I do.
Okay.
Did I do that?
Real quickly before we leave, is there anything you're looking?
I tried to watch it as an adult, and it's like, why did I like that?
I know, man. Some of the shit that we watched when we were younger were like, ugh. Is there anything this summer that you're looking to see? looking forward to seeing, Breakman?
I'm
Movie-wise?
more looking forward to some games that are coming out. Not necessarily this summer, but the two Turtles games. We got the compilation game, and then we got the Revenge of Shredder, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Shredder's Revenge.
Shredder's Revenge, yeah, that was looking really good. And then the new Ghostbusters game that's on the way, that looks really good too. I'm really
That one's like a same setup as that Friday the 13th, isn't it?
It's made by the same developers.
Or at least it has that mode in it.
Well, it has some of the same developers in it, so I know that. Give Break a break. So that alone's like, ooh, so you get to play the ghost too. Ooh, that's interesting. I like that idea. And speaking of that, there's also the Evil Dead game that'll be coming out soon, where you get to play the bad guy too.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre game coming out. If it's not out already, yeah, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, same type of concept, same developers of the Friday the 13th deal, so it should be fun to watch.
And apparently it's under the whole premise that you're training new recruits.
All right, that's cool.
Also for the Ghostbusters game, yeah. But it as much as I liked the last Ghostbusters game, and I did really like it, the story was fun and funny, and it was fun to play. It was missing the one key element of the Ghostbusters: 4 people, 4-player team.
Yeah.
But then they're getting it right this time, so. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course,
All
Bill
right.
Murray wants nothing to do with that Ghostbusters as much as possible. So
Oh yeah, I don't understand that, man. Like he's just being an asshole on a bunch
I
of
think
shit.
so. I think he's just being stubborn to be stubborn, really.
So Eric, any movies you looking forward to or games coming up in summer or not really?
Xenoblade 3, I guess. Live Alive as well. Then there's that Pocky Rocky game that's coming out at the end of the next month.
Okay. For me, I am kind of looking forward to Doctor Strange. I mean, I think that's going to be a good one. I can't think of anything else movie wise or game wise that maybe Xenoblade 3, but
I'm gonna see Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh,
tomorrow.
That's a movie.
Oh, I do know one. The Dragon Ball Super movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
like I don't know when that's coming to the Western
I don't
theaters
either.
because we only know it's like a June date, like June 20 something. I forget.
But it's going to definitely come out in the West this year, because they're definitely working on translating that. They realize that's their big.
I think it won't be much longer because I think there was like a month gap in between Broly and Japan and the West. So
Yeah.
it won't be.
Oh,
No,
wow.
that was like a 2 month
Even
gap.
sooner than I thought. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And this one won't be focused on Goku as much. It's going to be focused on like Gohan and Piccolo and Pan. Like, I like that.
That
idea.
reminds me, I saw someone made a tweet on Twitter of a drawing of Vegeta taking his driving tests, and Gohan was the instructor.
Oh god, that did not go well. I can tell you right now. I was just thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool if they did more movies like that, like a Vegeta-centric movie, maybe?
Him going to Sadala, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Yeah, like- They've got such a long history and so many characters of Dragon Ball. As much as I love Goku, like you can make other movies focus on other characters. Just saying.
Yeah. I want a new Detective Pikachu movie. That's what I want. I'm not a big Pikachu guy.
Pikachu game.
I'm not a big Pikachu.
I want a Halo game based on the TV show.
Really? You really want to piss people off, don't you, man?
Just fuck with people's
That
heads.
was inflammatory, man. Holy fuck, the hate that series is getting, man.
They got
Hey,
a Telltale game.
Halo fan is
game.
not happy about that series, man.
I am. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. In the last episode, they brought in a bunch of like it was an all-out battle, basically.
Yeah.
The chief being an absolute badass.
They're too busy being mad at it existing than
Yeah.
to watch to see it's good. or
Yeah.
not.
Well, I think they're mad that there's so much plot development. I think, and that's
Right.
Like they're trying to develop
Just-
the story and
just-
show people because the people who didn't play the games aren't gonna understand what the fuck the Halo is or anything like that.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it? Would
if
it be?
you want explosions, go watch a Marvel movie because that's all those mostly
Hey,
are.
would it?
Well,
Would it?
there are a lot of explosions in the Halo show, but like not every episode where it's not like all out fighting. But like the last episode, the last like 10 minutes was.
I'm just making fun of people who think
Hey.
that the only way something can be entertaining is if there's something blowing up all the time.
Break. I got a
That's
question
what
for
I
you.
like blowing up stuff. Oh, what were we talking about?
I got a question for you, Break. Would this series be a good primer for someone that's never played the Halo games if they wanted to play the Halo games? To kind of give them a little bit of lore?
Well, I mean, it's not going to teach you how to play Halo, and like it's not going to teach you to play a first-person shooter. Or something like that.
But I'm saying...
But as far as the story, like you can get kind of an idea of it. But right now it's still based pre any of the games. So it's right. They mentioned that they're on their way to Reach coming up soon. So the Halo Reach game, the story plot ends with the Pillar of Autumn escaping Reach.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like they're heading towards like getting closer to going to the Halo.
Look, Slagar says he's never played a single second of Halo, and he likes the series.
I think they did that intentionally because there's a much bigger audience out there that hasn't touched Halo, and you'd be better off pulling those people in than trying to satisfy people with impossible standards.
Yeah,
maybe
the Halo fan stuff. Video gamers in general, we've realized, have impossible standards,
and we hate everything. We just hate everything.
They hate everything.
Right?
It's true.
I mean, it's true.
The anime community can be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Just because they won't even give like the Crunchyroll original show High Guardian Spice the Time of Day and kept coming up with reasons why it's bad, even though the reason we all know that most people hate it is because it's LGBT representation and it having politics, so therefore it has to be bad.
Because you're what's indoctrinating the children.
It's like I don't even care if they're like even somewhat correct on the issues that the show might have, but like there's still a narrative there that's probably worthwhile. But they don't care about that because they just want to dunk on it because they want to hate things.
They don't want the gays to indoctrinate the children.
So stupid, man. I've never understood that argument, man. I mean, it just doesn't hold any weight, man. Like people are gonna
especially since like, well, then what are you doing? You're certainly indoctrinating children by not letting this stuff, be a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I like that they think they get that if they're not indoctrinated young, they do it in college. Like they get turned. Like apparently there's a gay class in college that makes you gay or something like that. and there's a liberal class.
Hi guys, today we're gonna learn.
College makes you gay. Does that just mean the education makes you gay? Is that why the elementary school system is so garbage and elementary through high school?
Right. Hi guys, I'm your professor, and we're gonna learn today how to coordinate our clothing. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Gay, like super stereotypical gay.
Right. Hi everybody. Today in class, we're gonna do some cooking. And we're gonna wear pink just because, it's like.
And don't forget, tonight you have to study because tomorrow's the big musical.
Oh my God!
This makes me wonder whether or not the reason why the people have such fear over like trans people apparently raping women in the bathrooms or men bathrooms, whatever the case is.
I mean,
is because they see so much porn that does this.
How much rape takes place in bathrooms? I wonder. Like literally. Like what?
It's like, yeah, you guys watch too many movies.
I know, God, man. Like I realized, like what was it? Halloween, not the new. I guess too much hentai.
There was let me see. Killed somebody in Scream 2 in the bathroom. It was a Scary Movie where there was a glory hole in the bathroom. That's what.
Yeah, that was a parody though.
I know.
Scary Movie.
But I'm saying that's what they're watching. And thinking,
man.
we gotta stop this stuff.
Ooh, big fire in Colorado Springs. I'm looking at here. That's crazy, man. I'll put it on the screen here for people to see on my old Twitter feed here. But that's going on in Colorado Springs right now. No wonder the air is so fucking thick and
Or the argument that trans people can't participate as whatever their gender is and against the same gender because they have an advantage or something. It's like, and because it's a problem because apparently trans people make it a point to ruin their careers by trying to get a competitive advantage, even though doing so would probably just not end well for the rest of them.
Well,
If they were
like
caught.
the whole thing, like they're getting in sports, like it doesn't a man changing genders to a woman, like think about it, like women's sport, they're underpaid, they're underrepresented, like they like it just like what would be the point of it if they're trying to say he's doing it? I mean, she did it to like win
Right.
what?
Right. I mean, for what? Like,
You
what
just
would be
you
the?
win some trophies, like break some records because you long ago have decided that boys and girls shouldn't play together. We should all be separate.
Right.
Um,
Right.
You created
whatever
this
reason.
problem. Now we're
Even though
trying
I've-
to
I've-
fix it, and you're like, no.
Yeah, they double down on it. Like, even though I've seen many girls who are better at sports than I am, like especially basketball. Like, if you ever watch like women's college basketball, it's like I can't. There's no way. I can't compete with that. Even
Right.
when I was that age, I couldn't compete with that.
What did Freak send on Twitter
It
here?
was the same argument they used for not letting women serve in the front lines during the military.
Freak said this goes back to the beginning of our show when we were talking about Eric like flying here and slapping me. He sent I don't know if you saw this break, but he sent
I did.
a gif. You got
Yep.
knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. Freak.
Standing over him, looking like smiling, and you got to knock the fuck out. Yeah.
Exactly, man. So funny, but all right. I think
I was gonna say something now. I forgot what it was. God damn it, Frank! Stop making me laugh.
I know. Laughter and joy and
We're
fun.
going to talk about how Harmony's going to go to Broadway.
Oh God, let's not.
Yeah, I know. You know what sucks is I got like the low bar on it. He's got top billing, and they put my name underneath.
Yeah, man. All right. What is this, Slater? What it never? Let me. I'm afraid. Should I? Okay, I got it off screen here. Let's see what is this? Slater sent us something here. Probably proprietary like music or something. Hold on, I gotta wait for this Root Insurance ad to get off. What is this? Oh yeah.
I remember what I was gonna say. Do you guys remember like the excuses like they'd always play with women, like the women can't pitch because their boobs get in the way, or they can't play golf because their boobs get in the way.
Right.
You remember that stuff?
I
Like,
remember
I remember
that.
that from childhood. Like that was prevalent.
Right.
Prevalent belief. Like.
Oh, that was on mainstream media all the time, man. Like, let's have a discussion on why women's tits are preventing them from being great golfers, or shit like that. Go strong woman, go. I can't play it, Slagar, but I can.
That's South Park.
South Park, yeah.
That's a Randy Macho Man Savage type character decides that he's transgender to compete in women's sports. He doesn't he's not actually transgender. He puts a bow on his head, I think, and says he's transgender.
Right.
Just so he can beat his ex-girlfriend.
Right. Right. So stupid. So dumb.
That's South Park for you. So.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for us, man. I don't think I have anything else. I don't think you guys have.
But yeah, it's just stupid that boys and girls are separated in such ways. Like, there's no reason that girls can't play baseball or boys can't play softball, and that we should be separating kids by their desire to play, their skill level.
Right. I always
if they want to play into the future, if they want to be competitive or they just want to have fun. You shouldn't be putting them based on, well, you're this age and you have a penis and you have a vagina, so you're over here.
You know what always puzzled me, Breakman? Women are some of the fastest people on earth, right? I'm not saying their world records beat men's world records, but A lot of those women run like 4.3 40s, 4.2 sometimes in the 4.2s, sometimes even better. And why can't one of those women play running back in the NFL? Like
They
think
have
about it.
women's football teams. Like
No,
I know
I'm not
there's like the
talking women's.
lingerie teams,
Right.
but like there are actually women's football teams too.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the NFL.
I know. I'm saying that there are women who actually play football.
Right.
And yeah, Slager's laughing up at that notion right there.
No, but I'm serious. Like some of these women can run faster than a lot of men in the NFL. Like why wouldn't they be at least considered to like try out? I mean, some of those women are tough as hell and can run. Like I mean, and running backs aren't like the tallest people in the world. They're not like, I mean, some of them are. Like Derrick Henry's a fucking beast, but
they gotta be able to take hits though. Running backs have gotta be tough.
it would be tough. Maybe cornerback or something, you know. I mean, I don't know, man. I think
like a tight end or like a running back or a fullback, like they're gonna take a lot of punishment.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I get that.
I mean, and I'm not saying you're not gonna have a woman who's not big enough and strong enough, because there are women who are like big and strong, you know.
Right. That's
But like
what I'm saying.
but if you're talking like somebody just for speed, like I wouldn't put them in that position.
What
I
if
think,
there
like,
was a woman, right? Because
maybe like what about the return team?
right.
Put them on a kickoff return.
No. What about a woman that's say 6'2", which is pretty big for a running back, right?
That's bigger than me. I'm like,
Right.
hey,
Right. 6'2".
oh, you're wearing heels too. Oh, you fucking asshole. Oh, you're 6'4".
Right. Okay. So 6'2", right? And is, I don't know, 200 pounds, solid muscle, can run. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't that be like something that the NFL would consider? You know, I mean, I'd fuck if she can play, right? I mean, seriously, like I don't know, man. I just, to me, I think it's eventually going to happen. You're going to have a woman in the NFL eventually. And baseball would be the easiest one, in my opinion. Like that would, because it's not super physical, like one-on-one contact, you know, like other sports. But
people aren't tackling each other in baseball.
Right. But I mean, it's something like.
Well, you didn't see the Reds game from a few days ago.
Oh God. Yeah.
No, they're generally not tackling each other.
Yeah, generally speaking, but like a Reds catcher got tackled, like it was just ridiculous.
Speaking of, I did see like a minor league a minor
just
league
reminds me that maybe baseball players need better equipment.
Yeah.
Sliggers in chat says you don't think that Detroit would have grabbed up the best woman. No, not necessarily. We're talking about people that don't always make the best decisions. Like, how long has Detroit lost? I mean, because or look at teams like Cleveland, who seemingly change their quarterback every single year. Like
or Denver, for that matter.
Just because they're billionaires doesn't mean they know what the fuck they're doing. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything they do is based on a whim, seems like.
And a lot of these teams, or I shouldn't say a lot of teams, but teams have kept like the wrong players on and passed up the wrong players, or passed up good players and kept the wrong players at certain points.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm not saying that there is a woman who's pro NFL level, but none of them wins the woman get a chance to play in college football.
Well, that's right. I mean, let's start opening up the floodgates. Let's see what there's got to be women that are able to compete in the NFL.
Yeah, like there's no minor league in the NFL. The minor league for the NFL is college football.
Right.
So when women are excluded from that, and I think there've been like 2 kickers maybe in the history of college football, but if you're not giving them a chance to get better at that, like they're not going to get into the NFL.
Right. All right, I guess this is a discussion for another day. Apparently, Colorado's on fire right now. There's 5 separate fires in Colorado.
Why doesn't the NFL have a minor league, by the way? That doesn't make any sense to me. As much money as they make, like NFL minor, like the Major League Baseball's got like 5 minor leagues?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well,
NFL's got none. That doesn't make any sense.
Why pay for a minor league, Breakman, when you have NCAA football? Why pay for it?
Because they're making. Look how much money NCAA football makes. So they're leaving money on the table is what I'm saying.
Well, maybe, possibly. I mean, they tried with the European League that they had. I forget what that
Oof,
debacle was
yeah, that
called.
wasn't good.
They're gonna
The
try.
European wasn't good. The XFL wasn't good. Like, there was another one that tried too, not a long time ago. I can't remember what that was. I didn't see the comeback at XFL though, but I'd already had a bad taste in my mouth from the original XFL.
Mm. Well, you realize that they're using. I mean, I heard that this new XFL is gonna have some innovations that are gonna be pretty cool. So I'll check it out. But and it is gonna be like a minor league system. By the time they get good, they're over the hill.
This college is minor leagues. Lifetime is too short for a real minor league. By the time they get good, they're over the hill.
I mean, there's something to that too, because like I mean, it gets younger and younger, no doubt, man, no doubt.
At the same time, we've got guys who are going longer and longer, like Brady.
Oh, 45.
He's well into his 40s now.
He's going to be 46, man. Holy shit, man.
And he's still playing football, and he's not the only one. There's
he's playing at a high level,
Andrew
too,
Whitworth,
man.
who just retired. He was almost, I think he was 40.
Yeah.
You know, like, players are playing longer and longer if they can avoid major injuries. Honestly, I mean, that's what injuries are usually what end careers more than anything.
Oh yeah, for sure, especially running backs, like we were talking about, man. All right, let's wrap up here, guys. Let's do our plugs. Breakman, plug away, please.
I do like that they're over the hill. That's the first one I slugger. I just want to give them like that over the hill stuff. You get like the old people like when they're 60 and 70, like you're over the hill, and you give them like the walking cane that's got like the bicycle horn on it, and like the giant calculator, you know, all this.
Or the
shit.
The walker with the tennis balls on the bottom of it, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
Anyway, so you can follow me at RPGrinders on Twitter, and you can say hello to Harmy. Or you could ask us, Dear Breakman, a question. You know, it's been a while.
Because they make the game so pussy. It's like, you know what's funny about that? Like, the NFL does that to itself with its stupid rules, man. Like, all the time. You can't celebrate. Oh, yeah, forget celebrating. I mean, you know.
And now the taunting rule. That was so stupid.
Yeah. That's something there's a reason why they call it the no fun league, man. It's become a no fun.
Like you can't taunt somebody. Like what? Okay, so
we're supposed to be rivals,
so if they,
but we can't.
Point at them, that's taunting. But they can talk trash all they want. That's not taunting. Like, what are the rules to this? And you know, they're talking trash has been like the thing that you do. Some players do. And
God damn, back in the 70s and 80s, that's all those teams used to do, right?
When people are having fun, they like to celebrate. You know.
Right. You can't celebrate because that's a 15-yard penalty. You can't fucking taunt because that's a 15-yard personal foul.
Look, I get if you're like
if you're being a douche,
standing over somebody and you like spit in his face or something.
Right,
that's be a penalty, right?
Right, that should be penalty.
You're standing next to a guy and like you're looking down at him. Why is that a penalty?
Right. You make a great shoulder tackle hit and then you hover a little bit, like take that, bitch. You know, like. And that's a penalty. Yeah, I don't know.
That should not be a penalty. That's
not ridiculous. Not at all, man.
Like what are we? Elementary school football? We just start playing with flags.
Flags. Now? Yeah, let's play with flag football, man. Might as well. Quarterbacks can't get hit, otherwise they get penalized. You know, it's like, God damn it, man. All right, Eric, your plugs, please.
You can find reviews on BostonBashRaid.com. Those are the written ones are. And if you want the audio reviews, those are on the feed. And my phone's going off. Sorry. Let me take care of this.
It's all good, man. Right in the middle of plugs, Eric has to go tend to his phone. That's funny, man. All right.
Army will plug for him.
I'm back.
Army was plugging for you. Oh well.
But I'll plug Harmy because thanks, Harmy. And if you like either of those two things, you can find my Patreon, which is in my Twitter profile, which is at RPG. And if you can support me if you want. As little as $1 would help out. It could be a one-time donation. It could be a monthly donation, whatever you want.
Yeah. All
We
right.
appreciate it.
Anything else, Eric?
Continue to stay safe, wear masks, even though, I guess that could be my stinko. So I forgot to mention but yeah, the airliners decided, no mask and mandates.
Yeah. I'm beginning to think
And,
that.
I mean, as leery as I am of even thinking about flying during a pandemic in the
Yeah.
first place, that's one less
I hear you.
safety net removed.
I hear you, Eric. But I mean, according to the CDC, I mean, everybody's gonna catch COVID by the end of the year. So I mean, what is the point anymore? I mean, honestly, I mean, everybody's not used their mask as much as possible to this point. So what the fuck is matter anymore?
COVID won.
I know that. I mean, it did. It really did.
Because people suck.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly.
So.
I mean, it's like 60% of the population cared, but there's enough people who didn't.
Yep. Enough people that didn't, and everybody else is suffering. And I guess as long as you get vaccinated, I mean, just enjoy your COVID, non-getting sick and dying phase, But I mean, it is
I'll
what it
also
is.
plug getting your boosters within a couple months within your age group, depending, because that's coming up now.
Yeah, like I said, this is, if we didn't do anything about it, it's going to be flu, cold, and COVID season. But unlike flu and cold, there is no COVID season. COVID doesn't stop. It's year round.
Yeah. All right.
There's some people sometimes get a summer cold or summer flu, but those are rare. Whereas COVID, it's no, we don't care what temperature it is out. You're still going to get us.
Yeah.
We're COVID.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug Shudder. They have a movie on there, and I meant to review it. I'm gonna review it next week, called Intruder, and it's an old ass fucking slasher from the '80s, and it stars It has Sam Raimi and Ted Raimi in it. Even Bruce Campbell makes an appearance in it, and it's a fucking gem of a movie. It has one of the grossest kills I've ever seen in my life, and it's awesome. I highly recommend watching that. I'll review it next week.
Some things aren't worth responding to. That's all I have to say.
Well, when Slager said we didn't say anything about him saying pussy, and I was just thinking the whole time, it reminds me of Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. He calls everybody a pussy.
Pussy is just a
stuck
word.
in the 80s. It's pretty funny.
I don't think anybody would bother getting mad over him saying that, because he said it to the point where it's lost any kind of meaning.
Yeah. That's true too. When people overuse that word, it's just it does. It's a desensitization.
Like I said, you pick your battles. Some things are just not worth. Yeah. I mean, if they're the type of person that's not gonna change over that, then
how
don't
dare you,
bother.
Freak 5? Slager says, "Fuck that old shit." Frank has a lot of nerve calling something old. No, it is. It's good, Slagar. It's called Intruder, and I highly recommend. There's a hot chick in it, Slagar, so it's worth watching, man. So I'm just saying.
That's a horror movie, Frank. Come on, that's the most vague statement ever.
Well, I'm just saying it's a hidden gem. If you guys want to check it out, check it out. If you're not,
Plus we're tired,
I mean, it's a free country.
so
Don't check it out.
we
What can I say?
anymore.
So I mean,
It's Food Quest time.
That reminds me of this meme I saw online about Final Fantasy, and it fucking cracked me up. It's basically if your Final Fantasy is this one, your favorite Final Fantasy is this, you're like this.
It's mostly correct, because the thing is, 6 is still my favorite, but 9's my better game overall, because narratively it's structured better in my opinion.
Yeah.
But from a gameplay perspective, 6 is more fun because it doesn't have the slow issues and load times that 9 does.
Well, for the people who Final Fantasy VI is your favorite game, most likely you think every other game after that is shit.
Not me.
When it should remake this instead of 7.
I like the other ones too.
And but for 9, it says King. Just says you're the king.
That makes me
if you like the first one, you
a
see
king
her,
of 6. Then
if you see Hironobu Sakaguchi as the savior of the game industry, you enjoy the simple gameplay and think this is still a classic. If you like Final Fantasy II, you have masochistic thoughts.
Yeah.
If you like Final Fantasy III, you are a masochist.
I don't get that. It should be the other way around.
Right. Right.
Because 3
Final
is
Fantasy
less. I mean, 3 is difficult, but with preparation, 3 isn't as difficult as I think.
Preparation H is more difficult.
I think 2 needs more preparation because you need to plan out your character builds ahead of time, whereas 3 you can experiment more.
Yeah. All right, guys.
For 4, it says you played this as a kid and thought Cecil and Kane looked cool. You probably didn't like the after years. For 5, it says you enjoy a game with tight gameplay and an enjoyable story about colorful characters. You are one of the most powerful individuals on this planet. So apparently whoever wrote this list, 5 is their favorite, I'm guessing.
5 is pretty good.
6 is... What's that?
5 is pretty good.
6 is... Yeah, I do like 5. I think the story sucked, but the gameplay was...
It does suck, but it's goofy as hell, so I like it for that.
6 is the best.
You most likely you think every game after this is shit and Squinix should be remade, as I said. Final Fantasy VII, you tried to revive Aerith when you were young and think Zack is the best character in the franchise. Number 8, you easily impressed by good-looking cutscenes. You still have the man with the machine gun as your ringtone. I think the man with the machine gun arm, right? I think they left off a word there.
No, it is man with a machine gun. Laguna had a machine gun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of 7 anyway. Final Fantasy X. You pronounce Titus' name as Titus. You read a lot of smut fluff fan fiction. Final Fantasy XI. You're a time traveler from the year 2005, and you main Prish and Dissidia at an overwhelming degree of skill. 12. You like Star Wars. 13.
13. You're a piece of shit.
Going to be called either Lightning or Hope.
Which is kind of funny because her name was Claire and she hated Claire, so she changed it to Lightning.
Yeah.
Lightning, right? A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy 14. You have a lot of money, but only because this is the only video game you have ever played. And then 15, you see the good in people even behind all their faults. You also didn't wait in 10 years for Versus 13.
Love it, man. That's great, man. That's fucking awesome.
But I thought that description of 6 was the most
That's
accurate.
especially funny when you consider that Virum Rex from Kingdom Hearts was supposed to be the Versus 13 character, and he passed up on making the Versus 13 game again to make Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah. Hey guys, we gotta get out of here, man. We're way past time, man. So I think I did my play. Oh, you can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. You can follow me on any of the gaming systems, RPGrinders. I never played After Years either. Freak 5.
How many times have we said we want to remake a Final Fantasy 6? Like I know
Right.
I've said it like so many times.
I have too, man. Like
So
over
real.
and over, man.
I've
I want my
never
fucking.
said it.
I have. I want to fucking.
I think it may be a bad idea.
No, it
They're
would be a
squares
great
now.
idea. If they did it like they did the 7 remake, it would be fantastic, man. It'd be awesome. Damn, left out
This
tactics.
is why
and
they
Mystic
opted
Quest.
for the Pixel remaster because they're so deathly afraid of doing it.
Yeah, they did leave out tactics. Like probably tactics you have.
Probably because they're
extreme
not
OCD.
mainline numbers, and they would have run out of room for the pills.
Yeah. Make sure you watch a movie called Intruder. Next week I'll be reviewing it, so you can listen to what I have to say about the movie. Spoiler alert, it's fantastic. It's really, really good. Okay. All right. And that's about it. Anything else, gentlemen?
How many episodes is Moon Knight? I might be able to get through it all weekend.
So far they're up to 4.
I feel like I should need to watch the other ones first, though.
Oh God, dude! Skip the other ones, man. Just go straight to Moon Knight.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Oh God. Oh, you're something else. Pretty soon, I'm telling you, one day. Thanks, Leg. I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot. One day, Breakman is gonna be like Huey Lewis in the news and just rock out, man. Just fucking play some blues with that harmonica, the worst instrument on the planet. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up.
You've hurt Harmony's feelings.
I'll measure his progress if he could do the Sanford Sons theme song with.
Oh God, if he ever busted out the Sanford and Son thing, I would fucking walk off the show immediately. Oh, oh God, can you imagine that? That'd be fucking badass, actually, man. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. You guys have anything else before we get out of here?
Good night, and it's Food Quest time.
Yeah, it sure is, man. I'm getting hungry too. All right, stay safe this weekend. We want to see you safe. God damn it, I'm so discombobulated because of my sickness. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week.
I want to see Frank not sick next week.
Oh God, I do too. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody. Freak 5's exiled.
Frank's thinking that he is going to get an army trying to kill himself because Frank's full confidence.
Fucking Harmy. All right, Chad. That was fun show. I'm still a little under the weather. Sorry, I just not feeling great, but I'm gonna be better by next week. I promise. But all right, everybody in chat, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate y'all.
Last weekend too.
What's that?
I felt kind of gross last weekend too.
Yeah. Slagar, Freak 5, Wyland was in there. Oax 2, Alto, and Nat Zelly. Thanks all for joining. Really appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Barring major catastrophe, we'll all be here. So, anyways, all right. Take care, everybody. On chat and everybody in YouTube land and archives and all that. You guys rock.